I'm right here.
Hey.
Hi.
I don't know if you just heard, but...
Yeah, it's fine. I actually prefer it.
Okay. Yeah, I don't want to...
No. I just totally prefer it.
I don't think it's like
I prefer it, but I didn't want to pick somebody. Same back and forth, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel the same way.
Good deal. So I don't know where you would want to do that.
Right here is fine.
I would like to do it in the
open
presence of somebody else.
Okay,
yeah.
that's fine. Like downstairs somewhere?
Just where like somebody can see us, because I felt like you said I was like aggressive. And
okay.
I just like would like somebody to visually be able to know that that is not accurate.
Completely, totally good, because I would want that.
Is it too hot for you outside?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I can't be out there. No. Is there somebody in here that you feel comfortable with?
We're just going to sit like right here.
Well, they can't see, so, I mean...
That's
fine with me, if you're good with that. Then they can hear tones.
Close?
They can hear tone. How about that? We could put we put this here. Hold it open. Okay. Does that work? Yeah. I think it'll work. And you can sit there so that they can see.
Sure.
Whatever. Is there anybody in here? And this isn't going to take a long time. That's not my intent. Basically, I just want to, apologize to you with my whole heart. This is not to gain your favor or anything like that. This is just that I brought people into this that didn't, with what I had to say, I brought people into it that I should not have. Sorry, I'm not going to get too emotional about this, but I never should have brought your mom into it. And then reflecting on what I had to say, that I did. I truly did do that. And so from a mom's perspective, from person to person, I wholeheartedly, 100%, I know that you have it out for me, and you know I have it out for you. But
before, no. That's the honest truth. You watched in 3 months. But
when you have people coming to you she put it.
I understand.
She put a target on my back. Do you see where I was coming from with that?
After that,
and then you came in there and you were you put me up there and what you did to me. We don't need to rehash. I don't want to rehash.
Sure.
But coming down and saying what I had to do to feel like I could gain my power back of how I was feeling inside, defeated and sad. I needed to do that for me and for no other reason. Mm-hmm. But for me to bring in your mom and then to bring in MJ, because I love her so much. I think she's great. She's playing a good game. People love her. They gravitate towards both of you. Both of you are just, a lot of people in this house are great, but you guys know you're great. And so you see where I'm going with that?
Sure.
I should not have brought her name into it. That was really, really, really wrong, bringing your mom into it, especially she's not even in this game. I wouldn't want anyone to do that to my kid.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nobody.
So
you have got, outside a game, it happened in the game, but outside a game, this is me, truthful Angela, telling you, Matt, that I wish I had not done that. I was trying to have the right words coming down here. I got so heated and so in my feels that I said that, and I shouldn't have. So I'm hoping that outside of this game that you can take that and just know that that is sincere. I have also apologized to MJ for it. Again, wanting nothing from her, wanting nothing from you other than to make outside of the game peace. Sure. I did not mean to do that to either of you, okay?
Yeah, absolutely.
Not for your mom and not for her.
Yeah. Absolutely. Thanks for saying that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now to game, if I can, unless you want to say something about it.
Let's stop there because I want you to know, because this is genuinely who I am, that I signed up for a life that is set how I forgive. And even if you rode with treating me how you did up until I walked out of this house, I would have, in front of the house before I left, this was my plan, right in front of the house before I left, apologized to you publicly, and then I would have walked out there and with Julie and told America that I forgive you, and I forgive you. And I hope you guys see this and can tell my mom, because you know how my mom took that. And
what's her name?
Honolette.
Honolette?
Honolette.
Honolette?
Honolette.
Honolette. Mom to mom, I'm sorry.
Yeah, and so, Mom, you know how that made me feel and react, and how I felt that. Yeah.
Talked to that before, you really put your foot down, you were going to that.
Did I say
you
that?
You probably don't even realize how it made me feel. I truly don't believe that you that you were in a heat of a moment too. You know, you were up there, and you already had this pre-conclusion that I'm going to put you up there. But I already know that I'm not.
So that's where I'm a little confused, like just to communicate how I felt, because I really, in that conversation, wanted to talk to you about the stereotype that I felt like the comment of the showmans communicated. And I
thought we had, and I apologize to you.
And it had nothing to do with me going up. If you want me to go up, like, we're playing a game. And like, yeah,
but then to tell me if I put you up. So it was almost like you were confirming to me. Do you know what I mean? Sure. Nobody else had done that. Nobody else had even worried about being put up.
Sure.
To be completely honest with you. Nobody was pleading. Nobody was begging. The only things I had heard is, I want to be here. Like, this is awesome. It's early. But nobody threatened me that if I put them up, that I was their number one target and that I would be up there. Matt, you were the only one that did that to me. And like, being the first HOH and being a woman. Yeah. Here you are, this very masculine, very strong guy coming at me. I wear my heart on my sleeve, Matt. Yeah. I do. And I wanted to prove to you. I was so excited to prove to you both. Yeah. You know, because she was involved in that showman's thing that I had said. Right. I wanted to prove to you both that was not my intent.
Right. And you
did.
Take
that worry off of you.
You did. Like, I
really
that.
wanted to take that worry off of you.
Yeah, I believe that.
And but you were the only one when I was done with the noms.
I hear you.
You were the only one that didn't even look at me. You were busy eating. Everyone else thanked me. Not that I wanted it. Like, I didn't. Like, don't get that picture. But like, everyone else embraced me and hugged me and understood the job that I had to do was not easy. And here you were coming into this thing the night before thinking that it was you. And it wasn't. And you didn't even embrace me. I didn't need to thank you. No one needed to say that. But just embrace me like, hey, you know, I'm glad we're good.
Sure.
You didn't even do that, Matt. You were the only one. Wow. Now you're leaving me feeling, okay, now you've got this whole house turned against me. Don't think I don't know that. It's obvious.
No.
And even if you do go in there today and if I do decide to put you up, Matt, you're not going home. You just get to play an awesome game.
Because, I'm not.
And then come back into it. We all know who's going
I'm
home.
not, yeah.
And so it's like, either way, Matt, if I put you up or I don't, you're still coming back in.
Sure.
But I didn't put you up. Okay? If I didn't put you up today or tomorrow, whenever they do it, if I didn't put you up, do I gain any? Because there are powers in play right now, so we never know what could happen.
Yeah.
The powers are not the same. So we don't know that.
Yeah.
And then, you know, anything can happen in the game even. They could say, well, now, you know, this or that. We don't know. This is the unknown, right?
Sure.
So there is still a very small chance of something. We don't know.
Right.
But if I didn't put you up when it's time,
well,
do I gain or is there any wiggle room?
I think there's two conversations here that it's important for me to kind of compartmentalize. And,
of course.
And
of
so
course,
the first part, I honestly and truly did not feel that come off for me. And but if you felt that way,
did, Matt.
If you
sorry,
did, yeah. Well, I apologize.
So much so that I was like a crazy woman. Well, and that isn't even me. I didn't know who that girl was.
If that's the case, I want you to know, like, even though I do not feel that's what I did, but if that's how it made you feel, then I will own it. Yeah.
I don't want to put you.
Yeah. Okay.
I want you to be here till
Thank you. Yeah. Because Angela, like, I'm telling you, as you will continue to play this game, and you will continue to like learn more about me and be here, like the biggest threat, I'm telling you, for me at the end of this game is going to be that everything I care about really has nothing to do about money. Like, that is like genuinely, like, I'm not running from my life. Like, I feel like I can work a pretty good job and be pretty content and happy. Like, I'm not running to like be a millionaire.
This is what worries me.
Yeah, please tell me.
I want you to be here. If I don't put you up, I have to put somebody else up.
Yeah.
If you go up because you know that the other two, you know that Kenny's going home because the house loves you. So even if I did, I'm not saying I would, but even if I did put you up, it's still going to be Kenny at the end of the day, right? And if I had a vote, it would have been Kenny. And if it's a tie, it's going to be Kenny.
Yeah.
That's the way it's going to go. Everybody knows it. But even if I do that, Matt, and there's some sort of twist and there's some sort of power that can be used and it doesn't fall in your favor in some kind of way, we don't know, there could be the potential of you going home. I don't want you to go home.
Thank you, yeah.
Just going to swallow some of this down.
Yeah, and I'll give you a hug after this, yeah.
So if I don't put you up with the fear of all of that, honestly don't know what to do.
I
Because everybody's so awesome here.
Sure. I mean, like this again, like, so last thing I want to say on the situation, and then we
Giving me fake stuff, fake alliances. You didn't think I was going to
really?
see through that? Yeah, I called it out in that same speech when I said this is like a really good low budget movie because of the acting. You didn't hear that part probably because you were already so upset with what I had to say. I called out those people too. I just didn't name them. They know who they are. They came up, showboated me some fake ass shit, and I was like, okay, and I called them out too.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well.
So.
I think
on my heart, on the Bible,
I wanted to
we're
say
good, and whether I go home next week or not,
if you want,
you never know because there's games too.
If you would have left the room, I'm sure even in a couple minutes, I would have been like, Angela, even if you feel that way, and I'm pissed off with what you said, I forgive you.
Yeah,
I'm telling you.
Even if you did mean things, but you didn't now, I know.
Yeah, and
I'll forgive you for not hugging me, and I'll forgive you for being
I'm like, if I just hugged you, we wouldn't even have been here. Like, what was I eating? Like, gold? So I'm telling you, like, I've told every single person, because it is who I am, and I cannot lie. You watch in 3 months how much I've told people. I said, if literally your plan worked to a T of whatever you're trying to accomplish there, I would have said, right before I walk out the door, I would have said, hey everybody, I want to make this clear. Like, it's been amazing, Angela. I want you to know in front of this whole entire house that I forgive you. That's the man I am.
Matt, I'm going to prove to you today by turning that narrative that I put out there.
Yeah.
That it was. Everyone's all over the place, and you were just very passionate about wanting to be here.
Sure.
That you felt you had a target from me and my big mouth, and I can see that now because we've talked and we've communicated. And at my age, I should know better. I should have literally communicated with you instead of just letting paranoia get into me and it feeling like that was very threatening to me in my game. That if I did that to you, when I already had no.
And I'm telling you, Angela,
you can talk to every single person in here, and they're not one person to be honest with you and look you in the eyes and say that she has said she's going to put you up.
Yeah.
Not one person.
No, I know.
With this I know. Is I was trying to gather intel to see what basically it's early on, but a playbook. Like who are you matching with? Who do you? I could kind of say because I have eyes and ears.
Right.
Like who do you?
I want to say I forgive you and I apologize, and I want to give you a hug, and then we can talk. Can we do that?
You want to do that first?
Yes, that's first.
Let's
okay. They're done.
Thank
so
you,
now,
thank you.
now, if I'm being honest, I will have to think about it but I will say.
How much time we have? So if you can do that, I would love that. And that would be great.
It's the best I can honestly say right now is that I will say that I will put it back to my perspective on you. I can put back to square zero.
Same. I'm doing that, and I'm
so,
going to fix this.
Yeah, and I'm not going to target you if I win next week because of what you said, and I will give you my word in that, and saying you get to square zero. But I cannot promise right now that if next week it does not benefit my game, then
play your game.
Right.
That's fine.
But I want you to know is that doesn't mean that you could benefit my game next week. And I could say, hey, like everybody I'm working with, I think we do need to bring Angela in because this is Big Brother. I mean, we could.
I'm a threat now, right? People, I'm easily
dispensable. You did do that.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, that move, I literally, what was so difficult for me as I processed it is I was like, if you had just exposed like what your feelings on the conversation, but never attacked me and said some personal things. I would have been like, oh man, like we are playing this game, like oh my gosh. Now, and I do have to go campaign, and I would have like celebrated the fact we were playing a game. But when it became personal, I was like, I don't understand.
Yeah, we're bringing it all up again. We got to stop doing that.
You're right.
We already hugged that out.
So here's
one with one another. Hi, I'm Angela. We just
I'm
met. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
You're great.
25. I'm Brooklyn's stepson. Yeah. So
I love all that.
Yeah. So again, the reason I brought it up was to say like it's Big Brother. Like we could walk out here and be like, but really, like who knows? So like. Yeah. So but in this moment, I told you I want to play this game honestly, and so I think the best I can give you is to say like I'm not gonna Because there was a point where I was going to say, if you did not come and do this, I'm going to be honest with you, every single week until you went out, I would have went for you.
I know.
Every single week.
And I honestly, like, if that's the way it is, because I know it's either way, unless there's something in that game that doesn't let you.
Because to me...
Because there's 3 people. That's weird to me.
What?
That they're...
So
the 3 people, first
this
of all,
might help you.
The 2.
This might help you if I kind of talk about my perspective on the game right now.
Right, please.
Yeah, it might help you because
I'm really confused about that part.
Yeah, I don't know what you think. I'm thinking based off what other people are saying. But I'm an honest man, and like I have not like even been pressed to lie about anything that I feel like I needed to lie about in the game this far, and I'd hope to do that. Like I read a book. Coincidentally, every book I brought to read, before coming here, like happened to be about the benefit of being honest and having integrity. Because the biggest question in me being in this game from everything was, does the morals that you teach and promote going to help you if you do want to work with me next week in light of all that's happening?
I do, because we're at square one now. Like,
right,
there's a bow on it. The gray area is over.
Honestly,
we're good.
what's gonna make me continually be like, I need to work with Angela. I think this house is concerned about what you do when you get emotional.
I understand.
Granted, and I think they are concerned that you're snapping on people and that you're making up these scenarios in your head. Mackenzie was kind of getting a little like, and even in her, it had nothing to do with anything, just in her personal, like, she was like starting to build and I gave her the same advice. This would be my encouragement to you.
Please help me with that.
Do not play this game in an anxious mind.
That's what's happening.
Anxiety will never, ever help you. So what you just explained about...
And I'm telling you, that's not me. I do not know who that woman was. She got panicked. Okay, she got upset. She felt showboated. She felt lied to. She felt like there was hopes, alliances coming at her. And I just felt like everyone thought I was stupid.
Right. No,
I felt
you are not stupid.
I ever felt in my life. That was my lowest low.
I understand.
Other than cancer. That was my lowest low, okay? Was that?
Yeah.
I don't know who this woman was that came out and did that. That was crazy. And I was sleep deprived. I had everybody's thoughts and voices, and I was hearing that in my head, and all the things that they had to say. I couldn't keep anything straight. I haven't been eating right. I haven't been sleeping right. All those things, like, that hurts.
Working with it, they're like, any idea who was working with me or coming up to me and being like, hey, I'm not voting you after that. I'm not voting you after that. No way, because you're a human being. Nobody deserves that. And so I'm like, would I go through it again? Like, probably not. Did it all work out for, like, good for my game in the end? I think it did.
With all that being said, and with how people feel, which obviously everyone has the right to, I already knew that because of what I did.
So, okay, can I give
you can validate for me
that
I had a lot of voices in my head.
Yeah, for sure.
I wanted to play for everybody else.
So here's what I would say, that I'll help you in return.
Okay.
If you don't put me up, I don't know. You can, if you want my opinion, I'll give it to you.
I would. I can't do that by myself right now.
Okay. Well, if you don't put me up and you put up somebody else.
Sorry. But is this anybody's? It's going unclaimed right now.
No, I don't need it.
It's not yours?
It's not mine.
Okay, cool.
So if you don't put me up and we can think of someone else to put up.
Please, I can't do that by myself.
Okay, but
clearly,
if you don't put me up, take that moment when they say why, and just say, explain this conversation and explain publicly in front of the house, because the mistake you made was publicly.
And it's public. It's brilliant. That's brilliant.
So take it, get in front of the house and say, hey everybody, I want to do this because, and apologize to me publicly, and say, because I've apologized to Matt in private, and then say, the things I said was not who I am. I haven't been sleeping. I haven't done anything. I made comments about his mom. That communicated to me things about how it felt. That comment about his mom being an immigrant son, her being an immigrant, her story. And I'm sorry for how I missed that. I want that for you in this game, but also for the outside who sees that.
Right. I mean, that's a great place to do that.
And so do it publicly, apologize, and just say, I in good faith, cannot put Matt up. this week. And what I did, that was not acting out of my hand. And then you can say, so whoever you put up, just say, I'm sorry. But like, to give back what I feel like I did, I feel like I have to do that. That is not a blood you're going to get forever. You think you should put up. And it's honest.
Right.
It's honest. It's not a lie. It's not game. That's truth.
Right. But if I do it and put you up, you know the entire house is not going to take you down. We don't know if there's...
Wait, what do you mean?
Like if I do... If we use your power and I did put you up, no one's voting you out.
If I get put up...
If you get put up because Lisa uses her power, no one is going to vote for you to go home. Not one person.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not even worth it. It's not even worth it. Like,
so putting you up is the expected that I would do that right at this point, right?
You put me up,
but if I
all I'm
put
going to
somebody,
get to do is
Matt, if I put somebody else up now, it seems unfair and it seems mean.
It doesn't. But listen to what I just said. Is that if you don't put me up and you say the only reason I'm putting you up.
Yeah, but I'm putting somebody else up for no reason.
Yeah, but they need to understand it's just because you're trying to get back and own what you did.
I'll tell you what, I will do that for you and for me if that person is with you when we decide and they know they're a pawn.
So, okay,
and we know Kenny's going home.
Hold on a second.
But I cannot do that. That's where I was getting with this. And I know you got to talk to people, but I cannot put that person up unless they have agreed to be a pawn.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's
I
good.
cannot hurt somebody else in this house like I have done
That's
to
fair.
you. And how I...
We have T-Court and Quinn in that type of comp. Do you think that T-Court beats Quinn? No.
I don't know.
See, I don't know. So all I'm saying is if we want to quit worrying about upgrades. So basically, I think Quinn has the upgrade. I don't know if you know something I know.
I really don't know.
But I only know that from my aide because that's the aide I walked in with. I know for a fact the only person that I don't really know.
I haven't even been asking people.
Well, I haven't asked
And
people.
nobody's really asked me.
That's just been my process.
Except for Leah.
People have just been telling me this stuff. So part of
that's good.
Part of my game so far is like I feel like even you might think like I'm pulling people like I've pulled like maybe like 3 people. I literally just like sit here and like I don't know.
Right.
Hey, thank you. And again, I apologize for what I said and how I was misperceived, and I forgive you. And just like the last time with the showman's comment, from this moment on, put a bow on it, throw it in the ocean. I don't ever want you to come up to me and say, "Hey, I'm starting to feel bad about this again." No need for it. No
this
need
next
for
week,
it.
it's just like
No
I
filing
just want
cabinet.
to chill.
Yeah.
Talk to me.
Yeah.
Like we're talking.
Where
We're
you
gonna
from?
be
Yeah.
Okay.
No filing
You're
cabinet.
such a sweetheart.
Thank
Seriously.
Hey, Lisa just punched me in the face.